So guys, let's quickly have a look at Kishu Inu here for a minute. In my personal opinion, I honestly do believe that Kishu Inu is only just getting started. Yes, look at Kishu Inu, guys. This is Kishu Inu on the daily charts, and it's looking fantastic so far. My goodness, look at this pump, guys. Do you think that's nothing? That is just nothing at all. It's only just getting started. This is nothing. Now, I remember I think I created a video. I think it was last week, I think. It was around this price at that time. I had mentioned it. And for all of you guys who have gotten in here, I'm pretty sure that you're sitting well. You're sitting pretty well. You should be in profits and should be pretty happy. And so I was watching this candle right here. This was a healthy candle. And we haven't had any of these green candles, healthy green candles, in a minute. If you guys look all the way over here to the left, all of these days, look at these daily candles. None of them looks like this. So this was the first healthy green candle that closed that high. It was almost fully closed. You see, almost. We haven't had anything so far looking anywhere near as healthy as this green candle. So that got my attention. And then afterwards, the subsequent candle proceeded to sell off as they usually do. But then it was bought up. The usual clear indication of, bullish momentum, of it continuing to, be bullish. And so that was the exact same thing that occurred. It continued to pump, and I was still watching it until this candle took off. And then I also watched this candle as well to see if it was going to entirely sell off, indicating that it would be just another fake out. But I was still optimistic. Why? Why was I so optimistic with Kishu Inu? It is pretty obvious, guys. It is clear for anyone that was paying attention to this coin, that appeared to have been dormant for so long. And this is the very reason why I couldn't ignore it. Now, this is Kishu Inu on the monthly, guys. Look at Kishu Inu. Since 2021, where it made that spike, by the way, guys, was awesome. Kishu Inu got up it was basically around 10 zeros. It's showing 9 zeros here on the exchange, but it was actually lower. It got up from around 10.01, which was its all-time low, the lowest Kishu Inu I've ever been, right? It's around the 10.01, 10.02 era. That's its all-time low. So it got up from around 10.01 and pumped all the way up to 8.09. And that was in 1 month. Astounding. And so afterwards, it proceeded to just dump completely. So it appeared to have been a pump and dump, right? And then it flatlined for years. These are monthly candles. Years, guys. Years. Look at this. It was only a matter of time. And why? I mean, a lot of coins do this. Why did I highlight this particular coin? There's a good reason that separates this coin from the others that have done the same thing. And it's a simple math, really. The reason even why it's now starting to take off. This is the math. The price of Kishu Inu, which recently it came down to its all-time low at, as you guys can see right here, 10.02, basically 10.02. As I've told you guys recently, that it's been ranging from 10.02 to 10.03 for a long period of time. So the price of Kishu Inu, guys, at 10.02 is just way too cheap. It's way too low for the size of Kishu Inu's community. You see, the size of Kishu Inu's community is just way too big for it to be at these low prices for so long. That math is just not mathing at all. You see, it was only just a matter of time before it exploded. You can't have this size community on a coin and the price is this low lasting for so long. It doesn't work like that. it will take the slightest thing to set it off. It's literally like a ticking time bomb in this case. And we just reached its 5th birthday in this month of April here. And I know that also contributes to its taking off. It's that sensitive. Why? Because of the size of its community. You can't have the size of its community being literally over 500,000 people, around 500,000 people. You see, with a price like this, my goodness. That's like going to a cheesecake factory and going in and they say that, look, today we're going to just have, we're going to be giving away free cheesecake. You don't have to pay. And even those people who don't eat cheesecake, it's going to be very, very tempting. You see, it's kind of similar to that. The price is just way too low for the size of its community for it not to explode. And that's exactly what we're witnessing right now, currently. So it pumped all the way from 10.03 up to 10.09 in a couple of days. And like I just stated, I believe that this is just the beginning. Let me show you guys where I believe it's going next. Let me pull it up on the weekly. And look at this again, guys. This is it on the weekly. You see, we haven't had any healthy green candles for many, many weeks. These are all weekly candles. And it's been capitulating for many, many weeks, months, years. You see, it's been capitulating. And since then, we haven't seen any signs of health or turnaround for this coin. We haven't seen any signs of that until now. We had this first sign of this weekly candle, which was this first one right here, a very small candle, but it was still a healthy sign because it wasn't sold off like all of these. That is a sign, guys. Whenever you see that, you have to start paying attention. Now we're on the second green candle, and in less than 36 hours, Sunday evening, this candle, this weekly candle is about to close. And I want to see where it's going to close. So we're going to have a long wick with this candle. I hope not, and I also don't believe that we will. You see, if we don't get a long wick, a prominent wick on this green candle, that would be a clear indication of more bullish momentum going forward. And this is what's going to happen. First of all, let me show you where it's coming up next. It's going to go up to that 902 area, right around here at the top of this candle. That's where it's headed next. It's coming right up here, 902 to 903, 902 to 903 area. That's where it's coming next. That's where I'm expecting it to go next. And based off of how these green weekly candles started, I can tell you that whenever this green candle, this current one that we're on, is closed, the subsequent green candle, weekly green candle, is going to be significantly bigger, longer than this one. Yes, the next weekly candle that we're going to have, guys, is going to be significantly, however big this one is. This is a tiny weekly candle. But the next weekly candle I'm expecting for Kishu Inu is going to be very, very long. A very long, big green weekly candle is coming up next for Kishu Inu. Because as I've stated just now, this is only just the beginning. You see, I believe this is only just a start of a very bullish turn for Kishu Inu. Now, back in 2021, Shiba Inu took around 4 to 5 months to cancel around 6 zeros. And I do honestly believe that Kishu Inu currently is about to follow suit. It's about to take that exact same path based off of what I'm observing and what I just explained to you guys about the size of its community being way too big for these low prices. I honestly do believe that within a couple of months, starting around now, from these candles that we're currently watching, I believe that Kishu Inu will eventually cancel several zeros. In my estimation, from around about 5 to 6 zeros, just like Shiba Inu, in a matter of months. That is what I'm expecting for Kishu Inu. So all you guys who have gotten in, all you have to do is just hodl. Because why? You've gotten in at the absolute bottom. That is where you want to purchase your cryptocurrencies. As I've always told you guys here in this channel, you send it over to your cold storage and just leave it and let it appreciate. That's all you have to do in regards to this token. This is a prophetic token that has been prophesied to go up to 5 zeros, to 80 cents, and $2, you see. And all you have to do, guys, is just buy it and hold it. And what is the incentive? It also has a very good incentive for holding it. You know, whenever you're holding it on your cold storage, everyone that's holding Kishu Inu currently, especially the long-term holders, you will receive reflections, which is all transactions that are made on the Ethereum chain from this coin, from Kishu Inu. All transactions, when people are sending it from exchanges or trading it, there's a 2% tax. I think it's 2%. And that tax is redistributed amongst all Kishu Inu long-term holders. You see, and it's only a matter of time before you start seeing that being reflected on your holdings in your cold storage. So that is a very good incentive for holding Kishu Inu for the long term. And as I've recently shared with you guys as well, in regards to that prophecy of the first dogs running, it appears to be playing out right before our eyes, guys. It appears that way. And especially if we see it get up and come back all the way up here to this area, which I'm pretty sure it's going to come sooner rather than later at the 902. It may come up here and then start to consolidate a little bit before it heads higher, or it could even plow through it. Why could it plow through it? Because this large community for Kishu Inu is still currently unaware of its recent activities. And once they get aware that there's excitement brewing again around Kishu Inu, it is like a sleeping giant awakening. And once this giant start being aware of Kishu Inu, they're going to start pouring in again. And it could create multiple God candles, guys, for Kishu Inu. That could easily send it to taking out several zeros, even as it did back here in 2021. It could go back up to the all-time high in no time at the 809 area, easily. Because this is a very powerful community-driven token, just like Shiba Inu. I know the market cap's not as big. The market cap has recently grown, though, significantly. But in terms of comparisons, nowhere near the size community of Shiba Inu or anything like that. But regardless, for a coin like this, a low-cap coin with the size of its community, once this community starts becoming aware of activity around this coin again, it could send the price flying, and it will. I honestly do believe that this is the start of Kishu Inu getting up and canceling several zeros, 5 to 6 zeros, just like Shiba Inu did back in 2021, guys. That is my belief. So congratulations to you guys who have gotten in early. All you now have to do is just hold, and you will only compound on the amount of Kishu Inu tokens that you have. You'll only add to that amount, you see. So you will only be gaining once you hold it long term. You can't lose, you'll only be gaining because of the 2% tax and the reflections that comes from that. So guys, I had to speak about it and make you guys aware and let you guys know my thoughts. I personally am not planning on selling any of my Kishu Inu under 5 to 6 zeros. After it dropped 5 to 6 zeros, we know that that is coming. Why? Because we know that that Bitcoin crash is coming. That Bitcoin crash is still loading, guys. And whenever it does, whenever it comes down and creates that tsunami of liquidity, Kishu Inu may very well pump up to 1 cent. You see, like nothing. It may very well cancel all of its zeros like nothing, guys. So all you got to do now is just wait and just ride the waves of liquidity that are coming in the markets. This is only just the beginning. It's heading up. It's about to cancel 1-0 very soon. Very, very soon. I think there was a prophecy of it pumping up to 6 zeros. 6 zeros after Memorial Day, someone said once. Yeah, so there are a lot of prophecies of this coin going around, guys, of it going parabolic. You see, so position yourselves if you want to take advantage of this coin, because if it continues to go parabolic, you can bet that it will cause a spillover. And by spillover, I mean that the profits that people are going to be taking from this coin will spill over into other coins. You see, and we can't underestimate it. We have to take it serious because of that recent prophecy that I shared, that Yah gave me the interpretation of, that it will be the first among the dog coins. And this revelation was in the context of the dog coins, because some people were a little bit confused and saying that, you know, they're getting confused because we say Lunk is first and this is first. There's no need to be confused, because this was speaking specifically about the dog coins. The revelation and the prophecy was in the context of the dog coins and which dog would run first. So there's no need for confusion. So guys, there you have it. I thought that, I'd just come on here and share my thoughts in regards to its recent movements. I'm expecting it to go higher. Of course, nothing goes straight up. We're going to have pullbacks. The good thing is we have these red candles. We're having some red candles. What we don't want is just one candle just rising up. That would be an obvious sign of a pump and dump that are usually not at all sustainable. You see, so whenever we see the red candles, whenever we get the pullbacks, that is better that way. You see, because the rise would then be more sustainable. It would be more healthy. So all you have to do is hodl. So there you have it. That's what I wanted to share. I wanted to let you guys know what I think and exactly where it's heading next. All you got to do is just wait. Just hodl, guys. So you guys take very good care of yourselves. Peace. Shalom. Until next time.